Hey, Teams Make Dreams family, this is Craig, and it's an honor and pleasure to be able to spend some time with all of you today. It's really my pleasure to be able to talk about my journey in Legal Shield. You know, unfortunately, I got involved in 5 startup companies, and I read years later that 95% fail in the first 3 years, 98% fail in the first 5 years, and 100% of them failed on me in the first year or 2. So I was in a world of hurt by the time I got to Legal Shield. If you can imagine going 6 or 7 years without a car, a driver's license, didn't have a place of my own, and I was actually $200,000 in debt. But the one thing they could never take away from me was my burning desire. I had a real desire for success, and it was told to me 30 plus years ago that you'll work hard for money, but you'll do anything for your children and family. And so I was definitely willing to do things for my children and my parents that I wasn't willing to do for myself. And as a result, I've been able to create a lifestyle that I'm so grateful, so thankful for. I'm so grateful for the success the team has had. You know, we've got 78 rings that have been earned on the team. We just had our 14th millionaire club member on the team, and we feel like we're just getting started. Prior to Legal Shield, and part of my journey with my 3 sons, where I'd pick them up, and sometimes I'd have to get on a Greyhound bus and go from Las Vegas through Baker, Barstow to beautiful Victorville, and then I'd have to walk to my sister's house where I'd meet up with my sons, and we'd sleep on the ground or on the sofa, but we made the best of it. I mean, we did a lot of walking. We know what it's like to buy a 12-pack of 50-cent bean and cheese burritos and make them work all day long. But now, to be able to have a home where I can have my son and his beautiful family come for weeks on end, have my brother and sister-in-law travel across the country and hang out for weeks on end, spend a week with my grandchildren, and everyone's got plenty of space, plenty of room, and you know, every weekend my family gets together here at the house, and in just a couple of months we've already created so many amazing family memories. Can only imagine what the next several years are going to look like. What we wanted to do was create a resort-like living, so you didn't have to go on vacation. You could just stay at your home. You know, what Legal Shield's allowed me to do is have the time and financial freedom to spend quality time with family and friends. As a team, we've had over 5,000 unhoused brothers and sisters in 1 year. When my dad had a quadruple bypass, I was able to move in with him for a couple of weeks. And for me, that was absolutely priceless. To take my children to Hawaii on their birthdays, to go to Costa Rica for an entire month and surf perfect waves every morning and every night. In fact, Legal Shield allowed me to take 2 years off. I bought a one-way ticket to Europe, another one-way ticket to Latin America. People are like, why did you only buy a one-way ticket? I didn't know when I was coming back. You know, one of the real blessings about this business and industry is I've been working with my parents now for almost 30 years. I actually took them through 5 startup companies. So when we got to Legal Shield, they became my sponsors. And within the first 2 years, it was so exciting to see them hit a 6-figure income. 2 years later, they had a 6-figure retirement for life. And for the last 18, 19 years, if they wanted to, they could take 2 6-month vacations, and many of those years they did. You know, the one thing that they couldn't take away from me, even after not graduating from high school, was a burning desire. And I visualized living in a home like this, and I visualized this lifestyle before it ever came to pass. Oftentimes people say, I'll believe it when I see it. They've got it wrong. You've got to see it and believe it, and then put a game plan and make it happen. In conclusion, I want all of you to know that based on timing right now, each and every one of you can have whatever level of success you want. You can have whatever lifestyle you want. You have the tools and the opportunity to design the life that you deserve. And that's what I wish for you and your families.